How is Saturn in the second house? Saturn in second house is the most beautiful placement. Saturn is a friend of Venus, and you all must have known this fact from many sources that you may have come across. But the question I want to ask is why? Why Saturn is a friend of Venus and what it has to do with Saturn in the second house. Saturn is material by nature. Saturn is all that which is real, physical, something that you can touch. Venus is material by nature. Venus is the next step, that is now taking the pleasures of the physical body, physical things. You see, both complement each other, and that makes them good friends. And second house is the natural house of Taurus. The second house Saturn is always shown in the sign of Taurus in a Lal Kitab Kundali. Because Lal Kitab follows the natural Kala Purush Kundali that begins from Aries in the first house and ends with Pisces in the second house. In the sign of Taurus, second house, Saturn feels home. Such a person is pure materialistic by nature. My mother has this position of Saturn, and she was very materialistic by nature. My father, interestingly, had exact opposite, that is Saturn in the 8th house position. And so he was not completely materialistic as my mother was. Saturn 8th house extends longevity only if it is placed in a friendly nakshatra, else Saturn 8th definitely brings death much earlier than expected. My father passed away when he was 47. Saturn's second house is a perfect placement for savings. Such a person's bank saving account is generally found to be in a very good shape, because Saturn's nature is of accumulating. And so when Saturn is in the second house, the accumulation of money happens. It may happen slowly, but it goes on building a good savings for the future. Saturn is all about accumulating, while Ketu is all about letting go. And so when Ketu is in the second house, the bank balance is not great. Whereas when Saturn is in the second house, the bank balance is great. Love of values, principles, ethics is something that Jupiter in second house brings. But following values, principles, ethics is something that Saturn brings. See how beautiful this all can be. How insightful astrology can be only if you observe through your heart and not the head. And so Saturn in second woman or man are very particular about following certain ethics, principles, and are generally found to be good law-abiding citizens. What I eat, how much I eat, diet consciousness. Because Saturn is all about awareness. And so when Saturn is placed in the second house, the woman or the man becomes diet conscious, but a bit late in life. After 40 years, they start becoming diet conscious. And then they begin with small limited portions of diet. Saturn is related to limitations. And good friend Saturn wants every individual to set limitations because as Lao Tzu says, too much is the only sin. Possessions is something that Saturn loves to have, and so such a woman or man generally have good collection of artworks, and if fourth house is positive, then they also find good properties and become owner of multiple properties after the age of 40. In general observations, it is found that this Saturn generally moves the native out of his or her birthplace. Happiness from mother is somehow less, especially if fourth house is afflicted by Rahu or Ketu or Sun. Foreign settlement gets a boost since Saturn too is one supporting aspect for foreign settlement, provided there are other foreign settlement aspects to the native's chart. Saturn too are highly possessive men and women. To have a boyfriend with Saturn II placement is a big headache for the woman, and to have a girlfriend with Saturn II placement is a great challenge for the man. There are boys and men who cry when their girlfriends dump them, and then they start blaming the whole world, when in reality it is their own shortcoming, their own ignorance, their possessive nature that eventually push them into a forced breakup. And then there are girls or women who lose their boyfriends because they become too possessive, and as you all know, love ceases to exist the moment you become possessive. Love is not possessiveness. Many people think that's what love is. You possess somebody totally. To possess somebody is to destroy all possibility of love. Always remember this. Saturn is in the second house with absolutely no other planets in conjunction, then such a man or woman is very possessive by nature. If Venus in the birth chart is not positively placed, then the love life of such a man or woman goes for a toss. And there is absolutely no doubt to this observation. Period. Possessiveness, attachment is the false love. Hatred is better because at least it is true. At least it is a fact, and hatred can become love any day. But possessiveness can never become love. You simply have to drop it to grow into love. Whichever planet is in the second impacts the first as well as the third house. When I am standing in a queue, only the man or woman who is before me and after me are going to receive my vibrations. Similarly, the personality and nature is impacted by this Saturn too, though not 100%, as when Saturn is in the first house, but 25% for sure. So such a person, like the first house Saturn person, is also a Saturnian but with a much lesser version than the first house Saturn. So for example, if first house Saturn is too dry and cold-blooded, then the second house Saturn will be 25% dry and cold-blooded. But some impact on personality, face, nature is seen with Saturn too as well, though on a scaled down mode. I talked about the stingy nature of Saturn first, but when Saturn is in the second house, the person becomes too stingy and spends money very cautiously. In fact, The native with Saturn in second house hates to spend, but you cannot label them as free lunch seekers because Saturn generally doesn't like anything for free. So they are not those free mongers who say, I want everything for free. They are not those kind of people, but they generally put a lot of control on their spendings. To marry a woman having Saturn in second house is good, especially if you are a spendthrift, because then at least she will save for the rainy day. Yes, that is the perfect phrase. Save for the rainy day. Saturn's second woman or man just loves to save for the rainy day. Saturn second generally a good placement to overcome black magic spells. And I say it with extreme consciousness because here the person becomes very practical and generally finds a practical way to overcome such black magic spells and also succeeds in his efforts. Interestingly, I had a friend whose Saturn was in second house, but he was facing certain issues from black magic. He came to meet me and I was as usual busy in my gardening. He said, I am going through certain problems. I said, people come to me only when they are in problems. So tell me, what is your problem? He said, I am facing insomnia, no sleep in the night, also sexual problems, not able to do sex as I was able to do it in the earlier days. Also depression keeps coming now and then, although I have good money, but I seem to have lost, totally lost. Please help me. I said, don't worry, I have a good friend and he is one of the best black magician, but his magic is to remove the black magic spells and not to cast. His name is Arjun. You come tomorrow evening and I will introduce you to Arjun. Arjun was a great man. He was one of the most learned black magician, and as usual, he had met me accidentally while I was visiting a temple. And the moment he met me, he could see something. He became a very good friend. A time came when Arjun said to me, if anyone is trying to cause harm to you or troubling you, you just tell me his name and I will see what to do. I said to him, Arjun, you know me. I generally don't retaliate because my master takes care of all such men and women who are causing harm or trouble to me. Arjun smiled and hugged me. He was a very good person by heart and he had spent over 10 years in learning the art of black magic. The next day, Arjun met my old friend and then helped him overcome the black magic spell. Saturn second does help the native to overcome obstacles such as black magic spells or evil conspiracies of the enemies who operate behind the curtain. This is in general a good placement for Saturn, and if this Saturn gets support of 8th house lord, then such a person becomes a known person, becomes a famous person. Conjunction of Jupiter with Saturn in the second house is extremely positive, and I personally love such men and women. They are indeed the blessed souls. Conjunction of Jupiter with Venus is good for material perspective, but from spiritual perspective, Venus afflicts Jupiter, and so it makes the person at times very sexual and at times very spiritual. You can say that it is a kind of bipolar psyche where the person can experience both Venus romance and Jupiter, religiousness. It is a dicey conjunction, can turn to positive or negative dimensions based on other planetary aspects. Saturn Rahu conjunction in second is a disaster. This is a perfect yoga that can lead to poverty. Basically, not a desirable placement. Native is not trustworthy and is generally not pious and righteous by nature. Such a native is too possessive and too materialistic by nature. Saturn Ketu is something where Ketu dissolves Saturn's qualities, leading to a total chaos in person's family life, financial life at some stage in life. The person cannot take a certain stand on certain situations or matters of his life. He or she lacks confidence and is often not sure of what to do in a given situation. Always remember, whenever Saturn is associated with Rahu or Ketu in the second house, eyesight suffers, teeth quality suffers, dentist visits increase, person eats street food, such a person is not much conscious about maintaining hygiene. Imagine if you hire a cook with this placement, it will be a risky affair. Saturn Mercury or Saturn Venus conjunction in second house is a positive placement, provided Mercury and Venus are a yoga karak for your birth chart. Saturn in second house in the first 10th degree is hard. Saturn falling from 10th degree to 20 degree is the best, while Saturn falling from 20 degree to 29 degree is average. So the real creamy part for Saturn in second house is between 10 degree to 20 degree. Here in this range, Saturn truly does well, because this range gives equivalent results alike to Saturn being in Rohini Nakshatra. The quick takeaway lesson for natives with Saturn in second house is that you should become less possessive and let your boyfriend or girlfriend have their own life in their own way. If you are married, then you should let your husband or wife have the freedom to express themselves. Freedom is expression, repression is suicide. So Saturn in second house should let others live freely so that you too can enjoy living your life freely. Freedom is the ultimate experience of life. There is nothing higher than that. Always remember this. In the next video, we will see Saturn in the third house. Stay tuned and meditate every day. And when you meditate, focus on your breathing and don't let the thoughts distract you, because when there are thoughts, there is distraction, and when there are no thoughts, then and only then there is meditation. Meditation happens only in the absence of thoughts. Meditation starts flowering only when you don't entertain the thoughts. Meditate every day and always remember, you are not alone.